Conielee83. Thank you so much for your comments on the paying attention video. And how do I do it, you asked? And do you just keep track in your head? I'm thinking about doing an Excel spreadsheet. I thought that was a brilliant idea. And yes, I do just do it in my head. But I love that you thought of the Excel spreadsheet, because the Excel spreadsheet is going to help you to see a pattern. You're going to notice when you're doing it. One of the things I might add to that your Excel spreadsheet is a time of day. For example, like from morning to noon, and then like from noon to the afternoon till you go to bed. So maybe there are times before work and times after work, and maybe during work if you work a 9-to-5 job. Because that's going to give you an indication of where your level of consciousness is strongest. Normally, the mind slows down at night because it follows the sun's rays. And so as the sun sets, so does the mind. It's time to go to bed. So the increase of melatonin and the decrease of serotonin might play a role in the blame, because you're tired and you're asking yourself to stay up later. And so blame might play more heavily in the afternoon to the evening hours, because you're asking yourself to do something that would not normally be the case and then blaming others for it. So blame might show up in the afternoon. That's pretty common. Now, I do so in your spreadsheet, so morning and evening, or morning at work and at night, something like that. You could also maybe, I was thinking that there might be an app. I don't have a cell phone. Haven't owned one forever. I don't know, 1990s. So there might be an app out there that has something like a tracking system that you can just press a button, and one button is for yes and one button is for, number one is I was conscious, so I paid attention to myself, and number two is I blamed. So maybe there's some kind of app like that out there. And as I'm telling you this, I'm thinking that I'll look and see if I find something, and then I'll comment below in this video and let you know if I find something. But if you find something, you comment below, because you can share that with all the other subscribers and anyone else that happens to be on the video that checks us out and might find that helpful. So the other thing I did want to address is that I do it in my head. And the reason I do it in my head is as soon as I catch the blame, I stop myself. I literally stop in my tracks, and I ask myself, what did I do to contribute to this situation? What did I think? What expectations did I bring into this situation? What criticisms did I bring into the situation? What demands did I bring to the situation? What judgment did I bring to the situation? And every question that I answer is paying attention to myself. That makes me more conscious of what I'm doing to bring on that blame. So those are 7 questions. That's $700. With my 100% interest, that's $1,400. So even though I blamed and had to pay $600, I made $1,400. I actually made $800. So, and usually my answers are very in-depth, and sometimes I might end up 30 minutes to an hour just thinking about that situation and how I contributed and brought that on. So I train my brain to recognize blame instantly and to be right on top of it, and I feel it before it's even coming. And I know, you're telling a story, Karen. This isn't real. You're making this up. None of that's true. And so every time I train myself to catch that, I get better and better and faster and faster. And I do it even in the company of others. And that's something that I don't know how well that would do with the phone. You're in the middle of a conversation and you say, "Oh, excuse me, I'm blaming you. I need to mark that on my phone. Just a moment, please." Which would be great, actually. I think about it, I'm like, yes, that actually would be cool. So in this scope, I do actually keep track like that. I have done it for a long time, and so I'm quite adept at catching blame within myself and in others as well. But I'm quite adept at catching it in myself, and so much to the point that I rarely blame anymore. But I do. So I don't kid myself and say, no, I'm above this. I would just don't ever do that anymore. No, I don't lie to myself like that. I don't pretend I have anything other than just human idiosyncrasies at all at play here. So thank you so much for your comment, and I so appreciate. Leave anything below, and if anyone out there also is watching this and you have ideas about how you pay attention, you need to comment below and share that. And if you ask me something directly, I will make a video directly responding to you. And thank you very much. Namaste.